Well, thank you, Bree. As I think people could hear and are aware, and it's kind of scary to look up there and see yourself speaking in real time, isn't it? I find it scary. As you can hear and see, obviously the improvements to the Cressy Auditorium are pretty significant. It's going to be fun having student performances, outside speakers and the like in here with the new capabilities that we have. Thank you, Ella, for your speech, and look forward to working with you as we continue to improve the school. Thank you, Bree, for another great performance. I can't believe you actually did do a different song. I was anticipating. So thank you so much for that sort of time. I'm just going to start the year with a few words from my perspective. You get to hear me probably too often during the year. Maybe I'll try and do something about that this year and speak less. I know my family would like me to do that. Yesterday at the opening of school celebration for the LFA parents, I spoke of the 4 pillars of our mission and the importance of each and every student finding their own way in their own education. That's you. Basically ask the parents to let you, the student, take responsibility for your own education, with LFA being your guide, including the importance of grasping opportunities when they present themselves. I quoted Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone. That's the thing that rings and you actually speak through it. Not sure if students use them anymore. And Bell said, when one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one that is opened for us. And I stress the need for parents to help students to open their eyes and take advantage of each and every opportunity that presents itself. Within student responsibility, I spoke about the importance of 2 fundamental goals for each and every student I'd like to focus on. First, the importance of students being able and willing to take some intelligent and thoughtful risks in their own education, and not simply following a conservative and safe approach. And second, the importance of thinking outside the box, whatever that might mean. So, I want to encourage students to take risks as they seek their way on their educational journey at LFA. I want you, the students, to think progressively and openly within your learning environment. Take a chance. Grasp the opportunity. Speak up. And it's been said about risks that if you never try anything new, you'll miss out on many of life's great disappointments. But I'd rather approach risk from the positive side, in that you can never know what you can truly achieve unless you try something new. I encourage you all to move from your comfort zone to your challenge or risk zone. As if we do not step outside of our comfort zone and accept new challenges and take risks, we can't grow. We must all work on how we can become comfortable with the uncomfortable, and thereby take advantage of all of the opportunities presented to us. Now, a few years ago, I asked the faculty to provide me with some specific risks that they would like to encourage LFA students to take. I thought, I've got that information, why not use it? And I think their responses remain very relevant. So I'd like to read some of their answers again today. One echoed something that Ella said. I really hope that kids will take a risk and get to know new people. Stop sitting with the same people every day at lunch. Stop hanging out with the same people in the dorm. I would like for my students to take risks by learning to disagree with me and with one another. Not for the sake of disagreement itself, that famous Monty Python sketch, but so they may discover their own unique ways of thinking. Learning how to disagree with others is, I think, a way to build character. Another faculty member wrote, I'm very interested in my students taking the specific risk of not following peer pressure. Instead, to follow the beat of their own drum, to be the one standing up for what is right. To me, these risks are character builders, and every child here should want to stand for justice and equity, even if their voice is only one of a few. I'd like my students to take intellectual risks by pursuing ideas that they may deem frightening, socially questionable, or otherwise outside of their own experience. And finally, I want the students to do things in class that may be different from the rest, that they think outside of the box, finding ways to redefine the norm and to challenge their assumptions, re-examining what they think that their peers and their teachers might expect. I want them to be critical of the status quo. And this final quote of encouragement takes me to my second goal for you all, thinking outside the box, thinking independently, and not simply accepting the norm or the status quo. Now last year, this time I asked you to challenge yourselves to make a difference in the lives of others. Today I ask that you challenge yourselves to make a difference in your own life and experience by thinking inside, outside, and around the box. LFA is a great place to do so because its diversity challenges you to step outside the lives you're accustomed to and step into one where global pluralism is the norm. One where your roommate or classmate or teacher might be from an area of the world you know nothing about and think completely differently to you. So get to know the people sitting around you and expand your horizons. And expanding the analogy, change the box. So I'd like to finish with some slides, hopefully to help you see my point. So we have that. Okay. There's the box. Oh, hang on. Go back to the front. So there's the box. There's thinking. You seem to be outside the box. Right? Next one. There's the box. The way it's always been done. Next one. I like this one. Think outside the box. You can't cheat. You win. It's Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory would have real trouble with this one. It's just totally unacceptable, but so no need to think outside, simply realize there is no box. Okay. This is very interesting. This is something called Necker's cube. Some of you might have seen it before. Let's just maybe pause a moment. Can you make that box move in and out? Look at it. The front becomes the back becomes the front. You able to do that? That. Bring it to the front and then the other one, yeah? Can you do that? Isn't that wild? The box moves. You can see it different ways. Okay, next one. Okay, instead of thinking outside the box, get rid of the box. Excellent. Next one. Okay, I don't think inside, I don't think outside, I don't even know where the box is. Next one. Think outside the box, you're creating enough out in your comfort zone to that point. Next one. I don't think outside the box, I think of what I can do with the box. It's a nice functional, practical approach to the box. Like that. I'll be more enthusiastic about encouraging thinking outside the box when there's evidence of any thinking going inside of the box. Okay. Very proud. Good job. Okay. Most people think in the box, something outside the box. I want to create the box. Yeah. Okay, little Calvin Hobbes doing a crossword puzzle on this. I've got it, yellow-bellied sapsucker, but there's only 5 boxes. I know, these idiots make you write real small. You have to think through this one like most Calvin Hobbes. Okay, next one. Need I say more? It isn't enough to think outside the box. Thinking is passive. Get used to acting outside the box. You can think all you will, but if you don't act and do something. Okay. They say to think within the box, but it's funny how those in the box never go anywhere, because they're in the box. If you're in the box, you can't go anywhere. Where those outside it, not confined by the box, get to see the world. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And it's kind of in the box. On buck, that's right. Okay, next one. Okay. There you are in the box, and look. Open the box. Look outside of the box. See that beautiful blue sky that's there, rather than if you're confined in the box. And I was trying to find some video clips of like a cat jumping out of the box in good modern evening fashion. Can you move to the next one? Instead, I got the Ferris Bueller. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I think relevant to the box. All right? So that's that. So, there's my box analogy. I've used more of them than you can possibly imagine, but there might be more. So challenge yourselves. Ask more of yourselves. Move from your comfort zone. Take sensible risks. And don't be afraid to open the box, play with the box, or even crush the box. Right? Thank you, and have a great year.